Hey guys, how's it going? Back with another part of Foundation. Just a quick little information before we get properly started. The original part 5 got basically messed up and therefore a lot has changed since the last video, so a bit might be unrecognizable, but hopefully not too much. I did have to change quite a bit in the last part because I didn't like the layout and how our village was functioning. So I apologize if it looks very different. For starters, this village, or this market, apologies, does not look how it used to. It looks a lot more improved, a lot more better. We have fish in the market now because we managed to add a fishing hut, a couple of them over here. Because we bought some territory that gave us access to it. Now normally I'd say go check out the last part in order to see us do that, but we did that in the part that sadly got ruined. So this was all basically done off camera. We also built a different wall around our village instead of the stone walls. Now we've got this wooden kind of barrier, and the good thing about this is because it goes around the whole village, it allows our town to get the light fortification for the housing without actually having to have all these watchtowers around, which is very good. Now this is something that I'm very pleased on. I wish you guys could have seen me build this, but this is our new manor. So I've incorporated basically everything we need in it. We've got the Great Hall itself, then we've also got our watch post with our patrollers, and then we also have our tax office with our tax collectors. We also re-laid out the village so that way we can fit a lot more of these houses in, because I want it to eventually kind of be our city centre. Like we'll have little villages scattered around, but this will always be our first village that we will kind of focus on and try and build up. We also added the granary back here so the market has easy access, baker and the weaver, because now we have the production of wool from sheep here, which once again we did in the last part, but it got corrupted. So we added a few more butcher huts too, because we were getting a bit low on our meat, but that seems to have worked itself out now. We moved our production, bought some more land over here. We've done a lot since last time, but we've got even more to do, so let's get right into it. So the very first thing I want to do is build our tavern, because we were planning on doing that. So we need a public lounge, which is required to welcome people. We need the service counter, which allows us to sell the goods. And we need a berry brewery. That will allow us to create berry brew for the exchange of 2 berries and 1 water. So for the public lounge, we'll keep it pretty basic, and I want to put it more or less in the town centre so everyone has easy access to it. Put it about here, I reckon. About right there is good. And we've added a nice little thatched doorway. And we'll also, so that will allow 10 people. We have a population of 125, so I think we'll need a bit more space than that. So perhaps we could add another one on the back. Maybe even, how does that look? And that looks pretty alright. I mean, that bit looks a bit funny. Can we bring that up by 1? That looks good. I like how that looks. Okay, and then we need to add a service counter. In the service counter we can add on maybe to, that doesn't really look right. What about, we want to make it blend in. We want to make it look natural. What about there? Oh, that looks, that looks weird. Why is that like uneven? Straighten that up. There we go. What about like that? That looks kind of alright. Maybe even move it in a little bit. How does it look connected to there? That looks weird. We'll keep it like that. We can always change it if we don't like it, but right now that looks fine. We'll add a we won't do it to that. We'll do it to the Public lounge. We'll add one there. Give it a little bit of character. How does that look? Fine by me. So we'll do that. What else can we add? Add banners, signs. I guess it has to be built before we add that because it's got nothing to really attach itself to. We need a chimney, of course. However, we still need to add the berry brewery. Now with this, I don't know whether I should add it to the tavern or make it a separate building all in itself. Could even attach it to that. It kind of looks alright. I mean, the crossover here looks a bit weird, but besides that, it looks pretty natural. Might do that, and then we just need to add a chimney to it. Add one there. Raise it a bit. Oh no, we don't want it face. We want it facing like that. How does that look? That looks pretty good for a start. Storage capacity 50. Brewer, 2 of them. We'll have 1 person serving. And we'll allow 20 people. Which isn't a lot, but maybe we might have to actually make it bigger. Like a 2-story. That's 25 people. God, we need to build like a massive one then in order to supply this whole town. Might need to think about this a bit more. Okay, so this is what I've decided on. It is basically the exact same design, except now we are allowed to have 70 people. Now how have I done that? Well, I kind of cheesed it a bit. This is one good thing about the game, but I can understand if people find it as a bit of a cheaty thing. So you can select the same building, attach it in the same location as the others, like right here let's say, and then we rise it, and it blends right in. Now that is slightly off-centered, there we go, and it blends right in, and then we're allowed to have 85 people. So you can kind of do that and constantly build on top of one another with the same buildings. It is cheesy, but if you really like the way something looks and you don't really want to compromise on that, it's always an option. So we'll go with that for now. Before we actually build it, we want to add some decorations to our tavern. Maybe a good couple bushes out the front. Maybe even a light post here. Look good on the pathway while people are walking down. Do some barrels on the side there. Do some more back here. All the excess stock that they've got laying around. That. What else can we add? Maybe a couple benches out the front. Like one there. And we can have a nice bush right there just to break it up a bit. Can even maybe pop another one on the corner there. Now we'll get rid of that one. And let's add something to the side here too. Maybe another bench. Just give more people to sit. People more places to sit around and have a chat, have a drink. There we go. So that'll cost us 35 gold, 187 planks, 91 wood, 42 stone, and 38 tools. Now we don't have enough tools. We got enough of everything else. We're a bit short on the wood, but we can make that stuff now, so we should be okay. So we'll go build all. Go build all. There's a costing more? I don't understand. What am I doing wrong here? I feel like I've done something. Okay. Why can't I build that? Okay, now I can. That was a bit weird. Add it in a tad more like that. Build. Bingo. There we go. And we'll let them start building that. On top of that, I would like to move this sheep field, but I don't really have a good spot to put it right now. So we'll probably have to leave it and get back to that. Same with the church. I need to move that because it is currently interfering with our... Not really, but just aesthetically I don't like it. So I'm going to have to move that. What else can we build? Well, that's what we need. We need a bailiff. So I'm going to get that for us. And here we go. Advice. Mandating the bailiff. Yes, let's have a bailiff. Now, I mean, we might as well do it because we're going to do it anyway. So, the way we do this is we go to our Great Hall, edit the building, you can add a sub-building, and we go to the bailiff office. Now, he doesn't need a big office, so we'll just add something kind of simple on the end here. How does that kind of fit in? Fits in alright. Maybe a bit lower. Maybe even try and move it in so the building actually kind of blends into the roof. Cover up that window, and that looks good. So we'll build that too. And once they finish that, we can then get a bailiff and we can see what that is all about. Okay, the next thing I want to do while that is all being built is I want to start investing in the kingdom tree, because we haven't touched on that at all. So we'll unlock that and let's see what we can build. So we'll go to, where is it? Monument, castle. So we've got a castle keep, barracks, and an armory. Okay, lots of building options here. Oh ho ho! Have quite a bit of fun with this. We'll build something small for now, because once we get more of the points that we need, we'll get much of this cooler stuff, and that is when I want to build the big main castle on this island here. What's this person talking about? Building a castle. We'll continue on our own. I don't really want it to tell me what to do. Oh. Beautiful. Plus 10 happiness because of the tavern being established, even though it's still being built. But it's awesome. It's going to be so good when that's done. We'll be making some good money. But back to the castle. We'll need to get some land. Now I'm not sure whether I want to build it down here near the production. If I want to build it over here in the open field. I think I will build it down here for now. So we'll buy this land. And we'll build castle keep. We'll get... Where is it? Yeah, we'll get this one. That looks pretty good. I guess maybe first we should actually get the walls. Do we have walls? I guess we'll have to use the other kind of walls. I'll set up the perimeter of this. Okay, so that's what I've got for the perimeter. We've also got a nice little gate too. And this is what I've made for the keep. Nothing too fancy. I'm still trying to figure out how to like pull off cool designs in this game I've seen a couple cool designs and they look awesome, but I don't really want to rip them off, you know. Kind of want to figure out if I can do it myself. Next we want to add though is a barracks. Requires light fortification, interior access, and of course a room. I wonder if these tents will be enough. They are. That's very cool. So we'll add a few tents. Like that. I'd like to keep the tree. Then what else? We also need a armory. Okay, so this is already like a pre-made building. That's cool. What is the main entrance? It's kind of hard to tell. Guess it should go near the keep. Once again, don't want to get rid of too many of the trees. What looks more like the front? I mean, that's got our banner on it, which is very nice. I mean, we could always just pop it right in the center. I'll pop it closer here so that way it gives it some kind of purpose. And that way we can see both sides. That'll be quite nice. That there will be fine. And then we'll also add more stuff to the barracks, because I want to add some of these. Where are they? Or is it in the keep that I had to do it? Destroy that, get rid of that. Was it the keep? Yeah, it requires training. Here we go. Straw archer target and a straw dummy. So we'll add a few of these near our... I guess over here will be like the training zone. So I'll add one there, one there, one there, and another there. Now we do need to turn them around. So actually I'll get rid of those. My bad. Okay, now it's showing up that they can be hit from both sides, so that was kind of a waste of time. But we'll also add the straw targets. Sadly they're too far away over there. Add what we will do actually, we'll go to we'll add a sub building and we'll just go free build, and maybe that will allow us to use the straw dummies. I guess not. That is a bit of a shame. That's okay. Just have to do the best we can with with the access that we've got. How far can I put them? About here, hey? Guess we'll do one there, and one like there. And that looks good. So this will be our little keep for now. Build all. We'll also build the fortification as well. Now, how is our tavern coming along there? Still building it up. Just waiting on the wood and a couple of tools. We can actually get the brewer going now. Now, I wonder if it's not working at the best efficiency because they would be better as a commoner. Okay, our bailiff is done, so now we can assign a bailiff. Oh, and we just unlocked labor tier 3. But what bailiff do we want? Combatant training speed. Happiness is less impacted. Or happiness is less impacted. Guess we'll just get this one here. There we go. Beautiful. Plus 10 happiness. Now let's see what we unlocked with the new labour tier. Manor House City Architecture, Tavern Splendor Package, an Inn Lodge, Milling Taxes, Paved Roads. Okay. That gives us something to explore. So once you get a bailiff, like I just have, you then go to your Great Hall, select mandates, and you've got a much bigger list of things you can do. So we can welcome 5 commoners to your village, revise an edict, a lot of stuff you can do. Prospect a mineral deposit in proximity. So those, I believe, are... where is it? These things. So your bailiff can go and check these out. And they can be things like gold or jewelry. Not jewelry, but like gems to make jewelry. So we might get them to do that. We got the money. And it would take 20... I don't know what that means. Like 20 days? Which one? The one that's right there. Yeah, we'll do that then. Beautiful. And then once he finishes that, we will then look into upgrading some of these trade routes. And we can actually unlock another one. So we'll do that as well. Hopefully make some more money through that. Okay, there we go. Our tavern is done. Add another brewer. And hopefully that will start getting some money in for us. I'll add that to the favorites bar so it shows up there. Because I want to keep track to see if we actually are making any. And seeing if it also gets consumed. Let's see how our castle's going. It's going alright, slowly getting there. We're quite low on wood after building all of these things, so I might start a new lumber camp. Maybe over here would be okay. Perhaps right here, because we've got the stockpile. So build it about right here. That'll be fine. And we'll also add... there we go. Oh, it's even a better campsite than the last one. It's got like a cook pot. That's cool. So we'll add that right here. And that would get us a total of, I think, 5 more workers to chop down wood for us, which will be good. Build that. And we'll also get another sawmill here. So they can turn it into planks for us. Beautiful. That's done. Okay. So quiet when placing objects. I get too in my head about what to do. Storage full on the wheat field. That is actually a message I like to see. So we've been struggling the whole time to get enough wheat and bread for our people, and I think we've finally managed to get there. Okay, it says here my villagers are now eligible for a new status, citizens. I wonder why that is. Is it because I finally built the keep? Is that what it takes? I don't know. Maybe someone can explain that to me. Because this is basically like a learning experience. And I would like to do another playthrough of this at some point. Where I kind of know what to do and there's less fucking dicking around doing shit. Actually just knowing what to do and being able to do it much more efficiently. Celebrating berries. Let's host a berry fair. Okay. Yeah, we'll host a berry fair. Sure. What does it give us? Trade price will be better, trade bonus, and a happy bonus of 25%. Happily take that. And hopefully we can do that. I mean, everything's correct, so I guess I just need to wait for the fair to be over. Now that the tavern's done, let's see if we can add... How do you add these banners to it? Is there like a way you do it? Because they're just kind of in the ground. I don't know if maybe that's glitched or not. But I don't know, it seems like that's not how it should be. So I guess we'll leave that. What about the sign? Same case. That's the same. Seems like the rooster is the only one that they've kind of gotten working. But the tavern doesn't really need a rooster on top. A terrace. That's nice. We'll finish our market and then we'll put in some terraces to kind of fill in the surrounding bits. But we have just had a merchant arrive. Let's see what they want. Wool for the elders. Do I have it? They want 150. I only have 100. Don't know if I'll be able to supply that. I would get a lot of money. We'll try it. Oh my god. So many bloody missions on the side now. Wish you could minimize them. Oh, you can. Beautiful. Minimize them. Okay, so we've just gotten a message here. A noble duty. The king has noticed your castle wants to be sure that you, his loyal vassal, have everything you need to host an army. Beautiful. So he's given us some weaponry to build an army with. And look at that. Our castle is finally done. Well, our keep, I should say. It doesn't really look like much of a castle. But in the next few episodes, we'll work on upgrading it. We'll work on upgrading more of the village, adding more territory. But that has been all for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave some tips or something that you'd like to see me do in the next one. Because I can imagine there is a lot of things that I'm missing out on that people would like to see. Anyway, thank you so much. Be sure to give it a like, and if you think I'm doing a good job, give it a subscribe. That way you can see the next one. And I'll see you all next time. Adios.